Welcome back to Glam Garbage, or welcome if you are new to my channel. My name is Claire. I am a seamstress with over 10 years of experience, and I can use my powers for good or for unspeakable evil. Based on the whole concept of this channel, you might have gathered that I'm a person who likes to dress up quite a bit. So Halloween is kind of like the most wonderful time of the year for me because it gives me, for the entire month of October, a built-in excuse for why I'm like that. It's usually not the reason, but it does make people less inclined to ask me why I'm dressed up in the elevator at the gym. So that's a win for me. And it also gives me a way of like, I can dial it up to 11. I can just really crank it up a notch, really commit to the bit. And I love that. So you can imagine that I was super excited to start planning Halloween videos for this channel. And the first one that I had an idea for is based on BT21. Now I'm not going to do all of the characters because BTS told me to love myself, and that extends to loving my wallet. And also, I was thinking really hard on how to translate each character and how I wanted to translate them. I didn't want to do straight up mascots, but I also didn't want to just personify them like people did with internet browsers on Tumblr in 2012. So eventually I thought of something that could be really fun. Cute versus cursed. Fight. So I came up with two characters, one gonna be a really cute costume and one gonna be extremely cursed. Now this is not the only cursed BT21 thing that I have made. You know how the Lorax like spoke for the trees? I speak for the BT21 cryptids. Let me fetch him. This is Long Shuki. Long Shuki is taller than me, and I am 5'7". So, just think about that. Very soft, very huggable. I have taken many a nap wrapped in Long Shuki's coils, but they are really terrifying. This is my terrifying son, and I love them very much. I did hand embroider Long Shuki's face. I am but a vessel for these creatures. Join me in making another one. Okay, so the first one I want to do is Jimmy, and this is gonna be the cute one, and it's super quick and super easy, like extremely easy. I think it'll probably take like 10 minutes. The first thing that you're gonna need is a yellow tracksuit. I got my yellow hoodie and my yellow pants from the Old Navy gender neutral line, and there's a few thoughts that I have about gender neutral lines that I see being put out from big companies, mostly because they don't seem to realize that you can just market any clothes to anybody. You don't have to have a kind of shapeless, certain, you don't have to make gender neutral into a third gender. But it is good to see representation in these big mainstream companies and also affordable companies. So it's big. I have so many thoughts, and I don't think I should go on this tangent now. I do think it is fitting that this is from the gender neutral line and BT21 characters are also genderless. Thank you Min Yoongi for this they representation. You need a little bit of black fleece. I recommend fleece instead of regular fabric because it doesn't fray, it doesn't ravel, so you can just cut a shape out of it. You don't have to hem it or anything, and that saves you time and also effort. You can use felt if you want to, but I like the fleece because it's soft and fuzzy. You don't have to do anything to the pants, so you can just fold a piece of your fleece vertically and then cut an ear shape out where one end is rounded and one is flat. Lay that on top of another piece of folded fleece and trace along the edges so that you get the same shape. Once you have both ears cut out, use a ruler to mark horizontally along the top edge 1/2 inch from the top. Lay your ear upside down on your hoodie at the height you want it to be and start sewing it down. I'm using a simple back stitch, but you could also use a whip stitch or just a running stitch. You don't even have to sew this. You could use glue if you'd like. The reason I'm sewing is that because it's really easy to unsew. So if I ever want to wear this hoodie outside without the dog ears, I can take them off and then add them back on whenever I want to. Glue, it's a little bit harder to do that. Once you have that all sewn down, you're just going to flip your ear back down, and you're done. So the second thing that you're going to do for Timmy is to take orange string. I'm using yarn because it's all I had, but you could also get an orange shoelace or something that has more of the look that most hoodie strings do, and tie it around a safety pin, because that's going to make it much easier to string through your hoodie. So if your hoodie has strings that you're using, pull those bad boys right out. Mine didn't, so I just snipped 2 little holes between the seam along the side of the hood, and then slip this with the safety pin in, and you're going to start bunching it around like you're gathering, and then pushing through with that safety pin. So you're feeling it throughout. So once you have it all the way through, snip those bad boys to the length that you want. Take off the safety pin. Not the ends. If you want, you can get little like lace tips. I kind of like the fraying at the edges. I think it's kind of cute. And then you're literally done. That is all there is to Chimmy. So super quick, super cute, super comfy. I don't know what it is about poor Hmong that really lends them to being made into some sort of eldritch horror, but I have seen such deeply, deeply cursed Hmong stuff out there, like bootleg plushies or art that makes them into like the biblical angels. And I'm not going to deviate from that. I am making something to add to the incredibly cursed Hmong canon. So the first thing that you're gonna need for your Bun costume is one of these. You can get this at my vacation home, which is otherwise known as Spirit Halloween, probably Party City, definitely Amazon, Jeffrey Bezos' home, or any number of places. But you're gonna wanna get one of these rubber horse masks to be your base. You're also gonna need some jumbo Easter eggs. I know this sounds really weird, and it is, but like, trust the process, just trust me. So get Easter eggs that are not like the ones that you put on your lawn that are really big, but like something that is like a good mug size. Like this would be a good mug of tea or a nice wine glass size. So that size jumbo Easter egg. Give your horse head a really good haircut and a very close shave, getting as close as possible to the rubber and removing as much hair as you possibly can. And this is where your Easter eggs come in. Hmong has a really exaggerated, round, bumpy mane made up of a row of U-shapes, and this is what's going to form that. So I'm just hot gluing my Easter eggs down the center back of my mask, which I have propped up on a wig head and stuffed with junk mail to give me a rigid surface to work with. Once my glue is dry, I'm going in with a layer of gesso to prepare my surface for painting. Gesso is like a thin white acrylic paint that dries stiff and allows you to paint on top of it using acrylic paint. My Easter eggs especially would have been kind of too slick to paint on top of and needed this to be priming it. Now, I also like the fact that it's white, so it gives me an even color to work off of with all my other colors. Once my gesso was dry, I started painting the main body of the mask, and I started by using blue because it covers most of the mask and is also the lightest color out of all the ones I'm using with the least coverage power, so it's something that can be easily painted over, but not something that I can easily paint paint over other colors with if I made a mistake. So that's why I'm using blue first. And I went in with my purple, and I was going to need to use 2 layers of that just because I didn't want it to be streaky looking. Sometimes dark colors have a tendency to do that depending on their pigmentation. Just because of the way this mask is formed, it's going to be hard to completely replicate Mong's really cute, really round, heart-shaped nose, but you can still accomplish an approximation of it by leaving a heart-shaped divot in the center of the top part of the nose and then painting the mouth pink as well, and that'll make it come across. It might be at this point where you start to question all of the decisions that have led you to this point, starting with the time you decided to go to art school instead of becoming a history major. Think about what you would be doing right now if you had chosen that different path, if those butterflies' wings had beat just a little differently. Then decide that you don't really care what that alternate universe would be like, go take a shower, change your clothes, and come back to put the details on this mask. Paint those eyes just a little darker, a little shinier, to stare into your soul just that little bit harder. And then, because you always have been a little fiend no matter what universe, decide to make it worse, and give Mong some teeth that Chip Skylark would be really proud of. And then, let that dry and you are done. You've brought something truly terrifying into this world. Congratulations.
This is so cute. Like, it's comfortable, it's cute, it's warm if you're gonna be outside. I feel like this would be really, really cute if you had a baby and you just got like a little hooded yellow onesie and you added little ears. Baby Chimmy. I don't have a baby, nor am I planning on having one by the time Halloween rolls around, but if you have a baby, please make this and please tag me in it. Because I want to see baby Chimmy so bad. That would be so cute. They'd be so round. Adorable. I'm pretty round already, but just think about a baby. How far can I hide in this? How effectively? Oh, whoa, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Maybe a little more. Oh, 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 oh. I know that these side-facing eyes indicate prey, but I can't think of this Mong as anything but an apex predator. I think I just got high from inhaling acrylic fumes. So you should maybe let that air out for a bit before you wear it. Whew. I'm sweaty now. That's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for watching the first video in my Halloween series. Comment below if you think the cute or the cursed costume won this battle, because I would really like to know your take. And as always, if you decide to make one of your own, tag me. My social media is in the description box below, and I would really love to see your take on these costumes. especially Cursed Mom. I'll be back next week with another video for the Halloween season, so stick around, hit subscribe if you want to see what's next, and stay spooky, everyone.